Did you know? The first email was sent in 1971. But guess what? It was sent by accident. Ray Tomlinson, the inventor, didn't think it was a big deal, but that single moment changed how we communicate forever. Did you know? Imagine this. You sell your shares in a company for just $800, and that company grows to be worth billions. Ronald Wayne did exactly that. He co-founded Apple but sold his 10% stake in 1976. Today, it would be worth $300 billion. Did you know? There's a jellyfish that can literally live forever. Turritopsis dohrnii can revert back to its juvenile state after reaching maturity. Imagine hitting the reset button on life every time you age. Did you know? The average human heart beats around 3 billion times in a lifetime. Every single beat is a step closer to that incredible number. How many have you used so far? Did you know? There's a tree in California that's over 4,800 years old. It's been standing since before the Great Pyramid of Giza was built. How's that for ancient history? Did you know? Venus is often called Earth's twin, but here's the catch. Its atmosphere is so toxic that it rains sulfuric acid, and the surface is hot enough to melt lead. Not the vacation spot you were hoping for. Did you know? Dolphins have names for each other. They use unique whistles to identify and call to their friends. It's like each dolphin has its own personal ringtone. Did you know? Think the blue whale is the biggest living thing? Think again. The largest organism on Earth is a fungus in Oregon that covers over 2,400 acres. That's almost the size of 2,000 football fields. Did you know? There are more bacterial cells in your body than human cells. You're literally carrying trillions of tiny organisms everywhere you go. Did you know? Over 1,000 ships and planes have disappeared in the Bermuda Triangle. No one knows exactly why, but magnetic anomalies and strange weather patterns are just some of the theories. Did you know? The moon is drifting away from Earth, about 1.5 inches every year. One day, millions of years from now, it'll be too far away to cause solar eclipses. Did you know? Ants can lift up to 50 times their own body weight. That's like you picking up a car. Now who's the real superhero? Did you know? Cleopatra lived closer to the invention of the iPhone than the building of the Great Pyramids of Giza. The pyramids were built around 2500 BC, and Cleopatra ruled in 30 BC. Did you know? Tsutomu Yamaguchi survived the Hiroshima bomb, and when he returned home to Nagasaki, he survived the second atomic bomb there too. 2 atomic bombs. 1 man. Did you know? In 1970, a dead whale washed up on an Oregon beach, so they decided to blow it up with dynamite. Spoiler, it didn't go well. Pieces of whale flew hundreds of feet, even smashing cars. Did you know? Butterflies don't taste with their mouths. Instead, they use their feet to taste the leaves they land on. Next time you see one, remember, it's tasting its environment. Did you know? The longest word in the English language is 189,819 letters long. It's the chemical name for a protein and takes over 3 hours to pronounce. Imagine spelling that in school. Did you know? The Eiffel Tower can grow by 6 inches in the summer. The heat causes the metal to expand, making the tower a bit taller in the warmer months. Did you know? A single day on Venus lasts longer than a year on Venus. It takes 243 Earth days to complete one rotation, but only 225 days to orbit the Sun. Did you know? There's a whale known as the 52 Hertz whale that sings at a frequency no other whales can hear. It's been called the loneliest whale in the world because no one responds to its calls. Did you know? Astronauts say space smells like burnt steak. After spacewalks, they report a strange metallic smell, likely from the reaction of space particles hitting their suits. Did you know the smallest dinosaur ever discovered was about the size of a chicken? It's called Compsognathus and lived about 150 million years ago. Did you know? Goldfish don't actually have a 10-second memory. In reality, they can remember things for months. Looks like they've been unfairly judged this whole time. Did you know? Bananas are technically berries, but strawberries aren't? Yep, the botanical definition of a berry makes bananas fit the bill, but not our beloved strawberries. Did you know? In 1932, Australia declared war on emus. Yes, the bird. The military fought them for months but couldn't win. The emus outsmarted the soldiers, and eventually the war was abandoned. Did you know? Some blind people can see using echolocation, just like bats. By making clicking sounds with their tongues, they can navigate their surroundings by listening to how the sound bounces back. Did you know? Some sharks can walk. The epaulet shark can use its fins to walk on land, especially in shallow water. Who knew sharks could have legs too? Did you know? There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on Earth. Billions upon billions, each one a sun just like ours, and we've barely begun exploring them. Did you know? There's a condition called Sleeping Beauty syndrome, where people can sleep for days, weeks, or even months. They wake up confused and disoriented, unsure how much time has passed. Did you know? Christopher Columbus wasn't the first European to discover America. Vikings, led by Leif Erikson, reached North America nearly 500 years earlier, around 1000 AD. Did you know? Nothing can travel faster than light. It's the universe's ultimate speed limit, 186,000 miles per second. At that speed, you could go around Earth 7.5 times in 1 second. Did you know? The coldest known place in the universe isn't in space. It's right here on Earth. Scientists have cooled atoms to just above absolute zero in lab conditions, colder than the depths of space. Did you know? Ever wondered why you never hear a giraffe? It's because they don't have vocal cords. They communicate through infrasound, which humans can't hear. Did you know? The Great Wall of China isn't visible from space with the naked eye? Even astronauts say it's too thin to see without help. Did you know? There's a lake in Africa, Lake Nyos, that exploded in 1986. A pocket of CO2 gas beneath the lake released, suffocating over 1,700 people in nearby villages. It was like a bomb made of air. Did you know? You're about half an inch taller when you wake up in the morning than when you go to bed at night. This happens because your spine compresses throughout the day. Did you know? In the Amazon rainforest, there's a river that's hot enough to boil. The boiling river can reach temperatures of up to 200 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to cook animals that fall in. Did you know? On Saturn and Jupiter, it literally rains diamonds. The intense pressure in their atmospheres turns carbon into diamonds that fall like rain. Did you know? Beneath Yellowstone National Park lies a supervolcano that could, in theory, erupt with enough force to cover half the U.S. in ash. Don't worry, scientists say it's not due for a while. Did you know? The theoretical time travel code was cracked by physicist Ronald Mallet, who believes that with a circulating light beam, time travel is scientifically possible. We're not there yet, though. Did you know? We've explored more of space than our own oceans. About 95% of the world's oceans remain undiscovered and uncharted. Who knows what's lurking down there? Did you know? There's a Greenland shark that was born in 1505, older than the United States. At over 500 years old, it's the longest living vertebrate ever discovered. Did you know? Octopuses don't have just one heart, they have 3. 2 hearts pump blood to their gills, and one pumps it to the rest of their body. Triple the love, right?